1, 2, 1, 2.
My dog's at.
Where's my dog at?
We back, baby. Y'all know what it is. We back with the New Year's special episode. Hit him with the click clack.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is dope. I'm glad we got to do this on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, me too.
All worked out. We're ready to get rid of the old and in with the new. 2020 has been a weird ass year.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve to you as well, man.
Shall we start with
and to you guys.
A shot? Happy New Year's Eve, people.
Yeah, let's do it right. Ain't nothing to do but to do it. You know what I mean?
All right. Bing, bang, bang. Oh.
Wash her down with something in that cup. Damn it, man. I can't even pretend to make a straight face when I drink that stuff. It just takes me to another dimension every time. Ooh. I'm gonna sit those over there. Ain't nobody need that.
So, my buddy Pat was in town this summer, and we hadn't seen each other for quite a long time. And I love this guy, and he's all about he's got the gift of gab as well. Mm-hmm. So he's a great conversation. Love talking with this guy. And you know me in the top 3, it's a good way to get things going. What he brought to the table was he's like, "You ever play Last Supper?" And I'm like, "Ooh, no. What are you talking about?"
I don't know either.
And then I'm not sure what happened, but I think he got a work phone call, and his brother was there. So we actually didn't get to play Last Supper right away. So then his brother Mike is there in the car, and I'm like, "Hey, you ever play Last Supper?" It's like, apparently, it's your last meal. If you're like, not necessarily on death row, but whatever. It's going to be your last supper, right? Your last meal. What is it going to be, right? Without, like, he didn't miss a beat. Boom, shepherd's pie. Like, he just hit that shepherd's pie hard, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, beautiful meal, man. Comfort food.
So basically, if you get to choose one meal before you're dead, what would it be? Is that what the game is?
So this is what I was thinking. I thought I love lobster, right? And I also, like a nice steak as well. But so we play this quick game of shepherd's pie and lobster versus lobster. Not versus, but like, And then Pat gets off the phone and he's like, "What you guys don't understand is that it's not just one plate of food. This is your last serving of food before you die, right?" So and he had an elaborate, like he started off with like
you got a whole meal.
Bread, like, certain, maybe, I don't know, a sourdough bread with warm butter, whipped butter. And then he went to like some sort of veggies with a ribeye steak. And then he had he had the
Making me hungry.
Yeah. So what's your last supper?
Oh, I was thinking about it while you were saying that because I knew it was coming. And honestly, man, I like food. God, that's hard, man. I'm going to have to throw a cheeseburger in there.
I knew the burger was coming.
Hey, it's going to be a side on the plate or something, but there's going to be a cheeseburger involved. I really like chicken parm. I'm eating that tonight.
Ooh, nice.
Shit, for
chicken
sure.
Parm with a side of cheeseburger.
That might be it. I might need some ice cream too, like someone hand me a chocolate sundae or something like that.
Right, yeah.
Oh man, that's hard, man. Last meal.
Yeah.
You have to know what the situation is going down, but I think, I don't know. I'm going to go with that. Fuck it.
All right.
What about you?
Chicken parm with I'm a surf and turf.
Till I
die. I like that lobster.
Ooh, you like
them
sea creatures.
Yeah, I know. Call me shellfish.
I can't do it, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm weird about sea creatures.
Weird.
I can't eat it.
That was the game though. Last Supper. Try it at home. Play. I think a lot of these games that I like playing with you are great icebreakers. What are you watching right now? What are the top 3 things you're watching right now? It doesn't have to be the game, but food.
Top 3, man.
What are you watching? What are you listening to? Like, these are all things that start conversations, and for me personally, are interesting. Right?
Yeah,
And I think for most people, what do people do? They eat. They fucking
kind of shows like a little bit into your character too, in some ways. Like, depending on what you're talking about.
You can cut that person off if they're like, "Well, I like Garth Brooks, and I was watching."
You fucking like Garth Brooks? I like Garth Brooks.
Or, right, you can cut them off early.
Damn, I'm out.
You know?
I'm not a big fan of Garth Brooks, and you are. Doesn't look like we're going to get along here.
Yeah. I could deal with the Garth Brooks, but when you brought up...
Bring up lobster cocks. I'm not a big fan of that. Always some kind of animal dick. I know what's wrong with me.
I don't know. It really is too, isn't it?
I mean, hey,
you
let's
and
not
your
talk
animal
about that.
dicks.
Hey, I don't know, man.
Okay, so another new game that I thought, not a new game, a new segment, new whatever, is what I learned on the internet this week. Right?
That's good.
So what I learned on the internet this week was I'm a big torrent guy. I shouldn't be advertising that.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe we'll cut
He's just
that
joking.
part. I'm just joking.
He's just joking.
Okay, let's cut.
He likes
I've got
the
a
idea
friend.
of
I've got a
torrenting,
guy.
and
I
his
know a
friend
guy.
doesn't.
Yeah, I know a guy that's big into torrents.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, and there was a site that he told me about. I think it was called 1337x.to, and the TO stands for torrent. I'm apparently right. I think he was saying there was another one called the Pirate Bay.
Oh, yeah. I think I heard of that one from a friend.
I think I did too.
Yeah.
And anyway, so this 1337, I never questioned it. And then one time I was looking it up, and then I typed the 1337 into the address bar. And then I hit the enter. And then it actually came up of the definition. It's like, what's the definition of 1337? And I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to click on this because I never even thought about these numbers. And what 1337 is leet, L-E-E-T, right?
Leet.
And leet. So there's the definition of leet is two things. It's a word that uses numbers for code for the missing letters, not missing letters, 4 letters.
Yep.
So for example,
Substitute some kind of.
so leet, 1 is the L, 3 are the E's, the 7 is the T.
Right.
Right. Leet also means somebody that's very good at computer coding or programming, right? Like oh, that guy's elite. Right?
Okay.
So I learned that, but then I was thinking the original leet. Now, I don't know if you ever. Here we go. I don't know if you had the pleasure of calculators back in the day, but
Yeah, dog.
the original leet for me. You ready for this?
Yeah. I'm ready for everything. What'd you just do right now? Boobies. Classic. I remember that one.
You remember that one, right?
What's the code to make boobies? 8.
It's 531-8008.
You heard that?
531.
I didn't know how to write boobies with your calculators. people.
8008. But the other thing was I saw something on Instagram, the return of the low-rise gene.
The return.
The return of the low-rise gene, because apparently, not apparently, but, probably during the last 10, 15 years, it's been a lot of a higher waist gene, a little more like up towards the belly button. But maybe 10, 20 years ago, there was that low-rise gene, right? And I'm thinking like, okay, I like them both. If somebody's, like I like confidence and, I like a lot of different body shapes. But somebody said, one of the top comments was, my fupa could never handle that.
Oh.
You know what I had to do? I had to go right back to that internet and Google fupa.
Yeah, because I don't know what the hell that is.
F-U-P-A.
But what I'm just imagining it's some kind of gut.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's your fat upper pubic area.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Yeah.
something to learn.
And then, so I Googled it and I'm like, oh, okay. Fat upper pubic area.
I don't like that word.
I know.
It
Which
sounds
one?
disgusting.
Fupa or
Well,
pubic?
Fupa, now that I know what it is, it was already weird, but now it's to a new level.
And then people ask, what's a fupa look like?
Don't show me.
Is fupa a bad word? No, don't wait. I might change your thing. So then listen to this. Beyonce has a fupa, but what does fupa mean? So Beyonce was talking fupa, and she said, after she had her kid, oh my God, how do you get rid of your fupa? Anyways, she loves her fupa.
Fuck, man. More we say this word, it keeps getting more weird to me, eh?
Fupa.
Fupa?
Fupa, fupa, fupa. Things I learned on the internet this week.
She loves her fupa.
Leet and fupa.
Yeah, I don't
there
like
you
that
go.
word, man. I don't ever say that again. I had enough of that word for one day.
That's enough of that. I saw a gender reveal on Instagram that went viral. That was probably fake. Most definitely was fake. And it had, I'm almost embarrassed to tell you. It had a girl, a woman, and she farted blue dust. I'm embarrassed to say I probably watched it 20 times and I couldn't stop laughing. It caught me off guard. I laughed so hard and I wanted to show it to you because I showed Juliet. I was like, you got to see this. I don't know what people are up to these days, but like, anyways.
It's time for show and tell.
This is a tribute to my very first show and tell that I experienced. I brought it up and I told you in the first episode.
Oh, no.
Julie came home the other day, though.
No.
She did.
Oh, no.
From Aura Foods.
Oh, no. What is really going on? Oh, yo, what the fuck?
She came home with chicken feet.
Yo,
man.
dog. Y'all pull out chicken feet right now? What the
Yo, those chicken feet.
What do you do with this?
You make chicken stock. You make soup stock with it. If you're going to kill an animal, you might as well use all of the animal, right? So the chicken feet, though, have a certain substance in them that make, I don't know if it's a gelatin or what it is, but it makes soup stock wonderful.
I never seen no chicken feet in a bag before, man.
Yeah. Hey, not bad, though, for show and tell.
I mean, it was a good show and tell, I ain't gonna lie. I've never seen a bag full of chicken feet in my life. It's my first time. And I don't know how I feel about it still, but
Hey.
it's different. What I'm wearing today that I didn't have in previous episodes is my glasses. Answer your question now. No, I don't need glasses. I actually have 20/20 vision. I got poked in the eye, in this eye, in MMA sparring once. I think it probably took it down about 0.2, 0.3. I don't know the science behind it, but
Right.
I just got these because these are supposedly blue light glasses, so it protects you against screens, computers, all that shit. I don't know if it's protecting me or not. I just like the way I look in them, so that's why I wear them. But if it is protecting me, then that's the reason, the excuse why I bought them in the first place. And protect your damn eyes, cuz, you know what I mean?
I like them. Recently, I've had a couple of things that I just haven't been able to let go of. Like, it brought me back. There was this one therapist in Toronto, and I remember going in and I would see these old tennis rackets, right? And there was these big pillows and tennis rackets, and I never mentioned anything for the first 2 or 3 times I went. And then maybe the 3rd or 4th time I went, I was like, Lynn, what's up with these tennis rackets? Like, who's playing? They're old John McEnroe, like wooden, like round. And she's like, oh, Zach, that's another counselor that works here. What she does is she lets people take the tennis racket and beat those pillows. So people come in and they just like, and they get rid of their aggression, right? And I was like, ooh, that sounds, it's kind of like hitting boxing, right?
Yeah,
Any of that
that's
stuff.
what I use, yeah.
Yeah, you get rid of that aggression. And so anyways, I felt like grabbing some tennis rackets and hitting some pillows, beating some pillows down.
Some pillows, you know what I mean? But the things that are bothering that you can't control, there's nothing you can do. So it's like, if you're just letting that fester inside of you and man, it just sits there all day. Like it's just the worst. And those feelings that linger are like something that you just don't want to hold on to for a person. It's like any negative thought, any resentment, any like anger towards something, man, is just like such a negative feeling that only weighs you down. It does nothing to lift you up. And that's like the kind of the feelings I want to trend towards and like feel myself, is anything that brings positivity, nothing that brings stress, nothing that brings negativity. I just don't want that in my life anymore.
Yeah.
So any way that I can figure out how to do that,
don't know if it was you I was telling this, but I was studying meditation with this really lovely man, and he lent me this book on impermanence. And the whole book just said everything rises, everything falls, everything comes, everything goes.
Yeah.
Like everything is impermanent. Like that's the lesson, right? So there was about 150 pages of the same thing over and over. And I brought it back to him and I was like, hey, thanks for the book. And I said, it basically just says that everything's impermanent and everything rises and everything falls over and over again. And he said, I don't think it says it enough.
Well, that's what I was thinking, is trying to drill it in your mind, because we take for granted for so much.
Such a simple lesson, right?
We take everything for granted. Rather, like, you can think of something and be like, I don't take it for granted. But in the end, if you didn't get enough of it, in the end, you're always going to miss it anyways. Once you don't have it no more, you're always going to miss it.
Yeah.
No matter what it was. So, like, even if you're not taking it for granted, in the end, you're still going to miss it anyways. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's impossible not to.
Yeah.
Even if you value the moments, you can't get enough of them if, it's crazy.
I remember one of the...
I look like a crackhead when I'm doing that.
We'll cut
I'm
that.
not a crackhead. Just no.
Yeah.
I'm not a crackhead, everyone. I box, and I got punched in the fucking face by a 200-pound man the other day, and that's on my jaws messed up. But that's all it is.
We were at Costco. Oh, don't get me started on Costco. I'm going to try and really tame back about Costco right now.
down.
And it's not, a lot of people might be thinking I'm going to talk negative about Costco.
No, he loves it.
Oh, I love it, man. I'm so
Let's
sorry.
calm
I'm
down.
so sorry, people. But one of the reasons I love it so much is their return policy. You don't even have to have a receipt, man. You don't,
Try
it doesn't,
out,
it's not
bring
even
back.
a year. Yeah. Like it's amazing. You don't have to tell them anything.
Yeah.
But with food, there is a rule. 50% of the food still has to be there.
Okay.
So what's the first thing that
you can
pops?
eat a little bit,
So there it
bring it back?
is. So Charlie thought, you could live
25%.
You could live for free. Just eat 30-40% of the food, bring it back. Keep bringing it back.
Wow.
You could eat, and like the way that survival, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's I love it. I
Straight
love
up.
it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's my girl.
It's in everybody's blood. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's weird
Straight up,
because
though.
it's like what you have
Or-
to teach them is it's not ethical, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not like that's not like because this food will get thrown out.
But you could.
But
Or-
just in case,
The only thing you got to pay for really is the Costco membership, and then you
$100.
If you got the membership, well, yeah, you can walk around and get samples for your dinner.
Oh,
they got so many samples in
yeah.
there. I
Oh
did
my
that one
God.
time. I walked around for an hour until I was full, and then I left. That's all you got to do.
I've got a friend that called it that said, "Oh, we should swing by Costco for some tapas." Have you ever heard of tapas?
No, but
So
they sound fancy people.
It does. It is
Just
fancy.
swing by Costco for some tapas.
And it's funny because of that, because tapas is really just small plates of food, like really
Okay,
like
little samples.
samples of food.
That's a good life hack, people, if you want to know.
Yeah.
Costco membership, you just go eat all the samples until you're full, and
Or eat 50% of the
25,
chicken.
right? 30%.
50.
Oh, you can eat 50.
You can eat
half.
half.
Uh,
As
eat-
long as there's
eat
half.
half and bring it back.
Yeah.
Yep. Costco gonna hate us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just joking. Yo, what up? We looking for that sponsor.
You know
I don't
what?
to
These
do.
GoPros came from Costco. I think you knew that.
Yeah, see, we already buying shit. You might as well
Oh,
sponsor
my
us.
Costco bill is up there, man. I am
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
I am.
technically, we
I
say
spend
we-
a lot of
whatever
money
we
at
want.
Costco.
Two Beards in the Basement back at you, episode 3. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And hope all you guys have a good year on 2021, man. Let's make it a good year. Make it the best year. Make up for 2020. This is probably going to have some weird things added to it, too. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But let's make the most of it.
Absolutely.
Stick together, work together.
I'm going to end myself with a Turkish proverb.
Okay, let's hear it.
You ready? The forest was shrinking, but the trees kept voting for the axe. For the axe was clever and convinced the trees that because his handle was made of wood, he was one of them.
Oh,
some knowledge right there.
Right?
'Cause,
That was the last little thing on my list that I
yeah,
thought
I like
I'd like
that.
to share. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the way to end. Think about that tonight when y'all sleeping. Two Beards in the Basement, episode 3. Follow us along in the New Year's and let's get this going, baby.